question for sequence diagram. So sequence diagram, we have showing different messages passing between the object, right? So in this case, sequence diagram is used to show the sequence of the message of the call, of a process, and the message there will be a create message, delete message, what else? Synchronous message, asynchronous message, right? So what is meant by asynchronous message? Yes, what is meant by asynchronous message?
Call it letter.
Yes, hi. Yes, what is asynchronous message? Give me an example. What is asynchronous message? Yes, Jackson. Yes. Jackson. Sequence diagram. Asynchronous message is represented by a solid. Yes, asynchronous message.
Letter call back. Call it letter. No directly reply you.
So means that when you send the message out, okay, you need to wait for the reply.
Very long.
So any example of asynchronous message in sequence diagram? Any example?
非常好。
Like we send a notification, right? Okay, our system send notification. We don't need to wait for the user feedback one, we just notify them only, am I right? Okay. So synchronous message. What is synchronous message? Yes. Sam, what is synchronous message? What is mean by synchronous message? In the sequence diagram, means that when you send a message, pass a message, synchronous message, then you have to wait, okay, the reply. Then you can proceed to your next step. Understand? Any example? Any example? Login. Is it login? Or maybe no killer is let's say login can, or maybe payment, right? You want to pay something, to touch and go up. You wait. Then otherwise you cannot proceed. Right? Okay. So now we come to the communication diagram. This communication is almost similar to the sequence diagram, but a bit easier because the notation is more lesser than the sequence diagram. So it's also known as a collaboration diagram. Okay, it emphasizes on the structural organization of the object and how the message is being sent and received between the object. So it's a communication diagram is a graph with a set of objects and actors as the vertices. Communication links are added between the object, messages are labeled or attached to the link, and then time ordering is indicated. So in the communication diagram, the association connector can represent any of the association, composition, dependency, and inheritance. So the same class and object notation used when drawing UML sequence diagram are used when drawing UML communication diagram. Okay? The association details are not mentioned in a communication diagram. Okay? Communication diagram does not mention about the multiplicity. Okay? Now, this is the format, okay, of message that is going to send by an object to another object in the communication diagram. Start with the sequence number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then what is the method? If you have parameter, put the parameter name, and then what is the expected return value. Okay? So the sequence number and return value actually is optional. If you know, you can put. If you don't know, then you can just ignore it. Understand? Sometimes we may not need the sequence number or the return value. Okay? So you can look at this one. how to build a communication diagram. This one is the explanation, so therefore, never mind, we just cover again. Okay. So the object, okay, receive object, okay, the object to receive the message is stored in the local variable of the sending method. Okay, this often happens when object is created and sent method, or when on one computation return an object. Okay, the stereotype to be used is local or L. L stands for local, or you can use the full word local. So, and then a reference object, okay, is received as a parameter of a sending method. Okay, is labeled as parameter of P. G means that this object is a global. Okay, if the object communicates through a network, then you need to put the stereotype network. Okay, how to build a communication diagram? This is the example of communication diagram. The bottom one, upper one is the sequence diagram. The bottom one is the communication diagram. Can you see that? Cross selection. It shows the object, the actor is not counted. Understand? Okay. So this symbol actor is not counted as an object here. Understand? If your symbol is a rectangle actor, then it should be counted. So cross section, registration, and student. Can you see that? And then the message passing is almost same with the sequence diagram. You can always also put 1, 2, 3 on the sequence, okay, of the message, showing that which message is being called first, or which method is being executed first. Okay. So another example of sequence diagram. Okay, it's more easier to draw than the sequence diagram. Alright. Okay. So it shows that now you can see what is meant by the column with the cross section here. Actually, this is referring to the classes. Okay, cross section class. Okay. This is another example of sequence diagram. Okay. Continue another example. The differences of sequence diagram with the communication diagram. Sequence diagram have the time ordering. Okay, but however, communication diagram only shows the object relationship. Sequence diagram is useful for showing a scenario, means a sequence of events. However, communication diagram is more useful in showing the detailed design of the procedure, means that it shows that more detail in how the method being called sequence. Understand? Contain lifeline, but communication don't have lifeline. Okay. Good when need to demonstrate the timing and sequence of event. Communication good when you want to get a quick overview of the general flow of event and object relations. Okay. So two is almost the same, just that there is some difference between them. Package diagram, as we study, is used to learn. Used to group the item. Okay. So package diagram is used for grouping things. Okay. You can group related classes, artifacts into one package diagram. It means that it's easier for us to maintain the item in our project. Okay, a package can consist of sub-packages. Okay, imagine it's just like your file explorer in your Windows. Okay, so each Windows folder icon is a package. Each folder has subfolder, has sub-packages. Understand? Okay. So then we come to the package visibility. This visibility is used to control the coupling between package. Let's say, for example, similar to class diagram, class is used for public, private is used for represented by the symbol for the minus. Okay, minus means can only accessed by the private member. So element with the public visibility are accessed outside the package. However, the private visibility are only accessible to all those items inside the package. Okay. So if no class symbol means that they will treat this one as a private. Okay. This is the symbol of notation of package. Okay. So you can see that membership package. Okay, the bottom one. membership package have club membership, benefit, membership rules. Okay, these are all the elements. The plus minus sign showing the visibility, either public or private. So dependency, definitely you can show the dependency between packages using the arrow key, okay, arrow line, okay. So these are some of the example of dependency use, okay. This package use another package services, okay. Need to make use of another package item, okay. Import, we import the item from another package. This means, okay. Access, okay. Okay, access, okay, actually is we add a public element, okay, in the supplier package, okay, as a private element to the client package. Understand? So this is called access. So means that if the element in the client can access all public elements in the supplier package or namespace lah. Okay. Trace. It's a historical development of the supplier. It's used applied to a model rather than element. Merge. Both packages element within the both element within the packages is merged, okay. Merged together, okay. So but this one is always normally used for meta modeling. This is for a very high level modeling. Can see that? Okay, this is one of the example of package dependency. Okay. Package generalization also can. Okay. You can see that this is a subsystem package, consists of two subsystem finance. I guess this one is the GUI. Okay, finance subsystem consists of finance payment and receipt, and GUI package consists of customer window and rental window. So these two packages, these two can communicate through the finance interface. Okay. Another example of packages. Okay, subsystem and packages. Okay. Component diagram is used to show the component that make up the system. Okay. So and also shows their connection or the dependency between the components. Okay. Component can be not only a file, can be executable, can be library, can be packages. Okay. So the dependency, okay, shows how the component, okay, depend, okay, or changes made in one component may affect the other component in the system. Dependency among components are shown include source code component, binary code component, executable component. Component diagram also shows the interface. For example, provided interface and the required interface. Component diagram does not describe the functionality of the system. It only shows the components that used to make those functionality. Okay? So component diagram used to visualize the physical artifact. For example, all the code, the executable, the library, and so on. So components that can be described as a static implementation view of the system. Can see that? Kernel.dll, client, supplier, okay, component. Okay. So interface, one component, second also component. Okay. So now we can add. I know, sorry. This one is the old way of drawing the interface. Okay. So if you are using IBM, if you draw interface, they do not provide you the lollipop symbol one. They use this way. Understand? They use this way as an interface symbol. Okay. to show the provided interface and the required interface. Hopefully you still can recall what is provided interface and what is required interface. So this is how we make use of the interface. Okay. So now you can see the upper and the bottom one. Upper one is using the lollipop and the half circle. If those tools do not have this notation, if you want to use the rectangle to represent the interface, you can draw in this way. You see that? The interface icons of manager, okay, manager provided, and then cursor is provided, manager is required. Understand? The symbol also is different. So it depends on what tools you are using. Understand? Okay. So users dependency. This component use the other component. Okay. This is another example of component diagram. We come to the deployment diagram. Shows the physical relationship between hardware and software. Means the mapping of software into the hardware. Okay, hardware infrastructure. Okay. So there is normally the inside the deployment diagram. There is a node. Node can use to represent a system, a device. Okay. Environment, okay, a server, and so on. Okay, this is the node, and this is the connection. Okay, so deployment diagrams are useful for modeling networks. Okay, so let's say for example, software application can be standalone, web-based, distributed, mainframe, and so on. So it's very important for you to design the hardware component efficiently. When you draw the deployment diagram, you will know that, okay, what kind of hardware you are going to require. Okay? So deployment are another example of deployment diagram. Artifact actually is a specification of a physical information. Let's say for example an XML file, okay, or maybe a text file that describe a certain component, okay, or maybe JSON file, okay, this also can call as the artifact. Okay. So you can see another example. Okay, communication path is represented by a by a line, okay, by a line. Okay. So you can see that. You even can put multiplicity on the deployment diagram. How many clients to how many servers? Okay. Now you can look at this diagram here. 0 to many, or 0 or many. Okay. To 0 or many Linux PC. So this is the notation for the node in this deployment diagram. Okay. So the name, let's say for example, Windows stereotype, maybe the server, okay, maybe the execution environment and so on. Okay. Devices, node, application server, for example. Okay. This is with the artifact. You can see there is a paper symbol there at the top right corner. Okay. Database, artifact, and so on. Okay. Another example of deployment diagram. Okay, complete. Okay, so this is our chapter 9. Done. Too fast. Okay, then what is the next session? No A class, 11. I don't have that one, no? Remember yesterday our design pattern haven't complete yet. So look at this one. Where's Johnny? I asked him to draw. Okay, so today missing in action. We still have one chapter which we're going to cover next week, which is the chapter 4. Okay, so
Sir, got final question.
this is not your subject.
Aiyo, so sad.
This is other subject. Okay.
Sir, where's our?
Huh? Go on. Oh, you want to see the question paper?
Yeah.
After Chinese New Year. So
Before Chinese New Year.
Before this year.
look at this one. Anyone can draw the class diagram for this one?
Brenda, Weihan 4.0.
I am happy to delete this one because they draw very nice.
Yeah, quite nice. This is funny.
This is a kangaroo or this is a giraffe?
I think this one is pork. Pork belly.
Llama or what? See, very nice.
Huh?
啊，他不知道在那边拍，也不知道画。没有。
这是水花。那一个马。
Okay, so for this one, we have what is it? Normal reader. Okay, so very easy one. Look at advanced file reader. Okay, advanced file reader. These two PDF reader and XML reader is used to implement the advanced file reader, right? So in this case, interface class, advanced file reader. Yeah. And then which two Java class is implement this PDF and XML, right? Okay. How to draw realization? Correct, this one. Realization, implement, correct? Okay. Okay, then I just use a line. Okay. For example, to group it up. So I will have a normal reader is used by dot reader and the what? And used by the dot reader and the file adapter, right? Because you can see that the code here implement, okay, and implement, okay, file adapter and dot reader. we are going to have adapter demo. This is just to make use of the demo. Okay. So adapter demo. Users. This dog reader is going to go through this file adapter so that it can read XML and PDF file, right? So adapter pattern lah, right? Okay. Go through the adapter. Why I say go through the adapter? You look at the dog reader here. You look at the dog reader here. File adapter, right? Users lah, right? Users file adapter so that it can use to read the XML and PDF. Understand? Not bad, answering. Programming still can. Okay, a lot of time to teach programming. Okay, so yes, any question? Then please go and do the decorator one. Okay, I upload just now. One just now yesterday. Okay, I wrote 2 files, right? So one is adapter, one is decorator, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so try to type in the code, understand the code, come back to here, then you can do the assignment. If, let's say for example, if you study the design pattern, then you look at the classes here, somehow it's very difficult for you to understand. You get me? Because different author, the way they draw the class pattern is different one. Okay, a bit different now. Okay, then if we know the implementation, we reverse back to the class, then it's much more easier for you to understand what is how the adapter pattern looks like. You look at this one, then you compare to the code, then you actually know okay how the code, the implementation of the code should be when you apply the adapter. Okay.
So in this diagram, the adapter is the adapter. The P is that the file reader the entire thing of the file. Also the file is the dog reader.
Yes. Because firstly, we only have the dog reader. If you want to use the document reader, I mean, what you see, okay, to read these 2 PDF and XML, let's say for example, cannot read now, then we make use of have an adapter pattern to connect with all these things. Okay, yeah. Okay. If final exam asks you to draw this one, give you a bunch of code and you draw.
Can maybe last time can
Just meet just meet the scenario we do. Just meet the scenario we do.
I don't know how what function you want to put in the class.
Is he mentioned about function? Is the classes and did the question asking about function?
If there has to be some kind of functionality.
Then you just if never say, then you just add 2 or 3 instead each other. How do you know?
We have all exam before. I also do not finish the paper also. The whole paper.
No, you look at the marks given. You look at the marks given roughly, you know how many.
Class like that, about it, and then you 70 marks.
70 then you quite clear.
Yeah, sure, how detail. I don't know how to break down the marks. How many class? I need to do maybe if I have 5 class, how many need to do? The rest 12 months. There's so many questions.
We need to check
So
the
assignment.
Okay.
Time was around I don't care like for basketball.
Okay, so anything else class? Today very fast, how come on class?
holiday already. Hi to this place.
Tomorrow class mah? Tomorrow got class right? Oh, tomorrow is Thursday, oh, yeah. We call it still call
So you online lah.
I'm very tired.
Then I can go back.
Please, before your class, I have business to 9 presentation. Okay? Still okay lah. Very tired. During the presentation period, it's not the presenter tired, it's the listener too. You see, you present only one time, the lecturer needs to listen to every student. After the class, still got presentation. Yeah, what are they doing? Okay, so yeah, anything else? Any question? No question? We do some past year. Not dismiss. Because just now we have already 1 hour, almost 1 hour. Okay, so for the assignment. So, okay, can still can class. Can see this question to ask myself. I'm saying can can. So now. Remember, we still have one chapter 4 haven't covered. We're going to cover next week. Okay, so I guess this semester we fully use on our lecture hour already. Okay, so and I need to remove my first. So for past year question. Actually, I believe my student is coming off. We will come, right? Sure lah. Okay. So, remember next Tuesday, we have 6-hour class. Oh, okay, never mind lah. We are not going to have fully 6 hours lah. Okay, maybe break in between. Okay, we finish already. We can go back already. Okay, no need to drag you for 6 hours. Okay, memory also not sufficient lah. Okay now.
Course.
Hey, why I want to log in this one? Library. BSCS 2073. Okay. So I pick. What is the last time I taught subject? I pick this one. See whether it's one or not. Okay, so you can see that it's not mine. Have we discussed this one already? I guess last Friday we have discussed this one, right? See? Discussed already, right? Okay. So,
我记得4+1。
it's not so done already. already 吗？
也是有。
Asynchronous and synchronous. 哦，
好像是有，我开一下，我开一下，好像是有。
So maybe I use further 啦，further. Okay. And this one also haven't discussed. Right? Why so many things have already been discussed? 2020 leh? This is MCO giving. Okay, class. Can you try question 3, 2020? This one. Okay, question A, B. Later I want your answer. Later I want your answer. Okay. Question A, B, A and B. A and B.
第一题我也看不懂。
So, yes, I need some volunteer to answer. I'm able to answer. Okay. So, why is that not sitting here? Is that only you alone? Use random one lah. Here got a few speech here.
有吗？有些的。
Okay, so read through A and B question and then let me know what is your answer.
有些。刚刚在谁那边？为我做。拿去是。对，是。我是你。Thank you。三个那个什么？三个星期。那个我们之后是。谁都那个东西，要提醒我，提醒没提醒。我打题不一样，打题的不一样。对，有没有看那个？Thank you。
哎呀，you all young men Christmas whatever holiday is very active for our aging people. Okay, so us it's just like a holiday lah. tomorrow is New Year or Christmas or whatever holiday, then you are going to say, hey, tomorrow, where should we go? Okay, I hope that after this week, you may start to study this subject already. Okay?
So you give some guidelines.
Similar question type that you will come out in the fund.
Question would have similar.
But the scope.
When we this is the policy. Cannot have a repeat question.
But similar style. The
Format
pattern.
Format is all like all these things are format.
So the paragraph don't too long lah. Later I cannot analyze the question. Then I'll
Actually,
head it.
if you have this kind of question come up, actually it's a free gift to you.
Yeah, man, I lazy to read it. Too long already.
So you said this, so you use direct.
Hey, I don't think this question is coming out, you know. Okay, I mean, if this kind of question come up, so actually it's a free gift to you. Yeah, it's a free gift. All the answers, rather than this is a conversation, right? Rather than they give you one paragraph of all the wording, that one very Christmas, during exam time, Christmas already over,
Chinese New Year
Chinese ang pao.
Hey, sorry, for my situation, I cannot get number. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So then you have to study hard. Okay, so yes, question A. Nowadays, we may observe that more than one interaction style is applied in one online software application. With an example, explain the need of having multiple interaction styles. Very easy, right? I think example is 1 mark. Then your explanation, each point, each distinct point with explanation is 2 mark. So means that you have 3 distinct points, explanation, 6 marks, example 1 mark. Means that, do you understand this question or not? Understand? That means that you need to give example, explain why a system, a software system, need to have different interaction style. I hope that you still remember what is interaction style. What's that? Menu, right? Command, natural language, direct manipulation, form, question and answer, right? Okay. I think this one you better follow back the notes, because I know that HCI also got similar thing, okay? So better follow that. So you need to be so confused, okay? So why we need to have, let's say for example, what kind of example is the best example? Let's say for example, they say website, okay, as a website, okay. Then let's say Shopee Shopee got website version okay. So Shopee, for example, okay, it provide the direct manipulation when we can directly click on the picture, understand? To add, okay, whatever lah. It also has certain way of menu for us to choose, right? Isn't it? So why we need to have this kind of thing? Because we need to have multiple interaction styles. Because we need to switch to different different audience. Let's say for example, old people or young people, their needs is different. Am I right? And then we may need to switch to different culture. Okay, different culture. Okay, and then we may need to switch to what? may need to switch to provide an alternative way to access the function. Understand? Okay. If I do want to click this one, maybe I can use the. Okay. This is very, how to say, it's a preference of a certain customer. Understand? Okay. So you can see very easy one. Then B leh. If you read through the question B already. Okay, three major problems. Okay, so one problem is the system, okay, does not provide any help, understand, or guidance in the user interface. Why? Because Lily said that the system does not proceed. He have to find out himself. Understand? Okay. Secondly, inconsistency. Like Steve say, he guessed that the same button will be at the same location, but however, it's not. Okay. Third one is the interface may be ambiguous, the label, understand? Because why? The Kitty say, okay, he cannot finish the learning because he did not know the purpose of the interface. Understand? Somehow, because maybe the interface is very ambiguous, the label, okay, she did not know what is this for. We have to guess and do something. Okay, so this I think 3 marks. Yeah. And let us start another one. B1, 9 marks this one. Quality attribute. You can make use of your SQAT also. I guess you have learned the core factors already until this week, right? The core factors are SQAT. I think is that around 11 core factors. How many categories? 3 or 4 categories. Okay, correctness, interoperability.
But it's not necessarily the term of growth. When you mention correctness interoperability, but we don't know about the core factors.
I thought this class is top classes, right? No, I'm sure. We had Brandon. Very good.
This one was not very fun.
ใช่ฉันเจอเยอะ
Okay, so yes, read through B1.
Maintainability, that will be a better word. Maintainability. And scalability. Security. What's the one that
Traceability. Traceability.
Okay, Let us have a look on the, you see, if this kind of question come up, it's a some sort of a short case, right, isn't it? So this is quite difficult to compare to just now the conversation, okay? A software solution provide different solutions. The company consists of 10 developers and the developers are assigned to more than one project. However, the turnover rate of the developer is very high, means that the employee come and go, okay? So, in addition, it's difficult for the new developers to take over the task from the former developer due to no proper documentation. Hence, the software produced by the company is having low level of quality. What kind of 3 quality attribute is being affected? This one, goreng nasi pun no lah. Right? Okay, goreng saja. What kind? No document. Maintainability ma. Right? Okay. Second, the correctness of the system. You see the system can perform the function correctly or not. You see the system perform the required function. That's it. Okay. Third left. Conflict. And this one we mentioned already. Oh, this one is correct. Complete. Complete regarding what? We put complete. We put complete. Okay. Consistency maybe 10. Yeah. Consistency. Yeah. Okay. And then what else? Reliability. Okay. Understand? Maybe not reliable. 4 already. But you need to expand now. You can say just put 1 word then 9 marks, 3 word 9 marks. Like this. Normally it's 1 attribute 1 mark, explanation 2 mark. 3 attribute 3 times 3 is 9 marks. Understand? Okay. So
for this one, no need example.
No need. What example? What I mean by example?
Like example, the maintainability and consistency and reliability. No need example for this.
You need to mention the word maintainability. You need to write down the word maintainability and then you explain why maintainability is very low, because they do not have proper documentation. Right? Okay? So you don't need to give example of, for example, just explain, put the word maintainability and then explain why maintainability is affected. Okay? Okay, now we proceed. 2020, this one is still, this is for the B. B is for Campbell one. Last time Campbell.
现在没有 Campbell No more Campbell.
Last time we have dual cert one. Dual cert means that dual cert is not that simple one. Understand? If you want to take Campbell one, then you have to take 2 exams at the same day. Morning 1 exam, afternoon another exam.
加一要
Chinese one. But now Campbell already because we have already upgraded into new. Okay, so we will need Campbell. Okay. So and
Campbell 有那个外国的，可以去那边一个 sem 去玩，很开心，直接有没？我观众怎么办？
But so difficult to find.
时差，
So difficult to find.
哎呀，我自己这个人，这个人是他的梦想。
他在睡觉，我在去0钱。
哦，那你要去吗？那 PSD 吗？要。
新加坡应该新加坡。
Long. Maybe I move back to the existing one. This one. Okay. Try number B.
不变了。
Try number B.
做3号，你就做。我要做最会的。
It's a conversation.
先说
Try number B.
明天这堂是我们的事情。
啊？
4堂就是我们的事情。
不懂，他讲他这空会来，早上他来，跑出来。
你早上来吗？
他讲早上会来。
你懂。所以，马子英他。
如果好的话，我就来。
人的明天是 online 还是？
So who is from diploma?
三姐。
No, we all is from
Form 6。
foundation and level.
SDBN。
SDPN. Okay.
Foundation.
Foundation. Foundation very simple one.
Yeah, simple.
Happy. What ah?
No foundation.
Holiday year.
4.0
Like what we say during our Form 4, right? Form 4 they always say Form 4 is a holiday year.
题目上来。
Who is for Form 6 ah? SDPN. 沈健 and 韦硕。沈霄健。So means that they are directly to year 1, right? Year 1, Sem 1.
浪费时间。
啊？Oh, my math is very easy. I don't know. I still cannot figure about why. Okay, so have you finished studying, reading the thing? Okay, so now this is regarding a conversation. Wow, I have a read on this one. So now, okay, regarding a point of view system. You know what is a point of view system, right? You know, okay. So, Sam, I feel sorry to my customer that during peak hours the system blacked out and not responding. I have tried to restart the system several times, but it seems like no difference. It's just not working. Okay? So, same complaint. So, Kim said that, but compared to last time, I managed to settle one sales transaction less than a minute, inclusive of printing out the receipt in non-peak period. Even said that, I remember every time we call John to come and fix some error, it takes more than 3 days. Suppose he has been supporting us since the last 5 years, okay? Normally he has settled any issue very fast, but not for this system. Leslie said yesterday, our intern informed me that he is able to access the payment limit in the system accidentally by entering 3 times of incorrect password. I thought the payment limit is only accessible by supervisor. The last one, mine. I guess we need to inform our manager regarding the issue encountered. The manager is more concerned on the recording of each transaction. He needs to analyze the sales pattern every week. So this one. So, from the above scenario, analyze 3 quality attributes of the system. that users are not satisfied with. What are the quality attributes? First one, the performance, right? Very slow, even though hang, let up, understand? Okay? Not responding. Okay? So second is what? Second is maintainability. Okay? Difficult to, because it takes more than 3 days. Even the staff has already support for 5 years already. Understand? Third one is security law. Okay? Then same thing with explanation. Understand? Okay? Arrange the quality attribute. This one is an open question. Which quality attribute we mentioned is the first priority? Maintainability, security, or performance? Which one should be the first one? Security, right? Second, performance. Third, maintainability. Understand? Justify your arrangement. Why? Because security, okay, will affect the data integrity of the system. If the system sales limit can be changed, okay, by anyone, I mean even though by the intern, okay, so this will lead to the incorrect sales figure. Understand? Okay? 3 marks only, got it, get me? Okay. Any question, class? I think today is like this lah. We want to discuss so many lah. Cannot input anymore. Okay. Any question, class? No question. Okay. That's it. Remember to sign attendance. Attendance submitted already. Submitted. Any feedback?
The receptionist, she just dropped.
Stand.
Stand.
When are they going to inform you?
The result will be on 29. 2 days. Another 2 days. 29.
Okay, any question, class? No questions, then we can stop already lah. Okay. So now, class, for your information, the topic of quality attribute and the user interface, okay, please go and read, because these two topics are actually in this subject is an introductory to you only, because we're going to further study in your SQAT and UCI, right? Isn't it? So therefore, these two subjects actually you need to study well, understand it well, don't memorize that, understand it well, okay? Then, if some question come out from this two subject, actually is helping you to score. Understand? Actually is helping you to score. But the chapter architectural pattern and design pattern, that one cannot say anything. You get me? Okay? So these two chapters, user interface and quality, okay, in this subject actually is very simple. Okay, compared to other subjects, because this is the third subject of software engineering, and the testing is the fourth subject, plus the formal third. The last subject is next semester. Software maintenance. Okay, software maintenance also very difficult. Okay. So yes, okay. So these two topics, this chapter, okay, go and read through again, understand it, and so on. Okay. Then next week we are going to continue with our chapter 4, okay, design strategy. That one got around 80 slides. Okay, I guess need 2 days. Therefore, our lecture still on until next Wednesday. Okay. Then tomorrow I'm going to go on this one.
chapter 100